So you have discovered aviation, but just want to learn a little bit more. Well, you have come to the right place. And if you don't really know where to start, then this is the perfect video for you. Today, we are talking about how to get your foot in the door in the aviation industry. That's coming up right now. If you have come to this video, then again, you're in the right place because we're going to discuss how to get into aviation, as it is a big industry. There's lots of different kinks and different ways that you can go. So it's important to know your choices and learn as much as possible. So if you are completely new and you've never flown in a small airplane, then general aviation is the term we use to describe small airplanes in non-airline traffic. That's something like the Cessna 172 that I fly, and you'll soon learn all the different airplanes and different kinds of airplanes that there are, because there are a lot of them. So how does one go about becoming a pilot? Well, in simple terms, and I'll keep it simple because I made in-depth videos on this, that if you're interested in that, check it out. But basically, you start in a small, single-engine piston airplane. We call these airplanes trainers, and common ones are the Cessna 172 and the Piper Archer/Warrior series. These airplanes are generally older and have a lot of hours in them because they're trainers. All the people flying in them are new students who don't know what they're doing, so they get beat up pretty good. So why may you have never seen or heard of general aviation? Well, probably because if you have flown commercial, you're on an entire different side of the airport. General aviation is always over at what we call the FBO, which stands for Fixed Base Operator. This is basically the small airplane and private jet terminal, except it's a lot nicer. In an FBO, you don't have security, you don't have gates or lines that you have to wait in. It is basically a country club on the airport where private airplanes park, and you could walk right out onto the ramp, get in your airplane, and go. So now that you know a little bit about aviation, and maybe you learned something new that you didn't already know, let's talk about how you can get involved. Just like everything else in life and in school, getting involved is probably the best way to meet the right people, which is extremely important in aviation, as well as learn as much as possible. One step that you can take right now when you're sitting at home on your computer is signing up for different organizations. Young Aviators US is a nonprofit organization which its goal is to inspire as many people to become pilots and pursue a career of flying, whether it's for fun or as a profession. I am the vice president of the Mid-Atlantic region, and we have officers nationwide. Whatever part of the United States you live in, you can find the people who are in charge of that region and reach out to them. This can be super beneficial because each of us have information that we can offer you and help you throughout your journey of becoming a pilot. You could join our mailing list, but I highly encourage you to reach out to one of the members. All of the list of officers is on the website, and that website will be the first link in my description. Again, I urge you to check that out because it is a big way to talk to people in your local area. So maybe now, you've learned about aviation, you know what it is, and you think, yeah, this is pretty cool. I want to learn more. I want to take that next step. What is that next step? Well, the next step is a discovery flight. And what a discovery flight is, as I mentioned in previous videos, but I'll state it again for those of you who are first-time viewers, a discovery flight is a flight that you take with a certified flight instructor who is a professional pilot and who holds a license that allows him to teach people how to fly. You go up with him in a small airplane like we already discussed in the video, and you actually get to fly it. She'll most likely allow you to do the takeoff, fly around in the sky, and then you'll come back to land. Oftentimes, you'll fly to your house and maybe circle it, or the downtown area in your city, and it's a really nice way to just get your toe dipped into aviation and see if you really like it, because you wouldn't want to invest the thousands of dollars it takes to become a pilot only to realize that you really aren't cut out for this. Now, if you have decided that you want to pursue aviation as a career, which you don't have to because so many great pilots just do this for leisure and for fun, and they have completely different careers. But if you want to do this as a career, then I will tell you right now that the absolute number one most important thing in aviation, it's not your flying skills, it's not your resume, it's not even how old you are or how many hours you have. It's your network. Networking is the most powerful thing in aviation specifically that will help you the most out of anything. If you know the right people and you know where you can get a job and where you could take that next step, because your career is all about taking the next step and getting better with every day, then you will be highly successful as a professional pilot. So I hope that this short video could help somebody out, and if it did, let me know by leaving a comment and telling me what you learned from this video, or what you already knew, or if I missed something, let me know what you would have added. With that being said, I have, again, really cool videos coming up next week. I think you're really going to like it. We're back to flying. We're back in the sky, and I will hint that we are not in the Skyhawk for next week's video. So if that intrigues you, then make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss another video. Until next time, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, and keep the blue side up. Fly safe, everybody, and we will see you in the next video.
Yeah. Flying, you know I've been flying. I've been in the sky, touching clouds, ain't denying. Smiling, 100 knots on the dash, set my pitch, swap my trim, I keep on climbing. Straight to the top, I've been on my way. This ain't nothing new, I do it.